Some black lives just don't matter when the eyes of progressives. Because if you're a black man gunned down by another black man, no one will care. MSNBC won't care, Al Sharpton won't care, Jesse Jackson won't care. And the reason they don't care is rather twisted. They don't care because at that point you pose no benefit to them. You're useless because you don't further their agenda.
That was young conservative activist C.J. Pearson there, saying some black lives just don't matter to liberals. And he joins us now to explain some of the comments he made and why. C.J., thanks so much for joining us here on Newsmax Now.
Hey, thank you for having me.
C.J., what prompted you to make such a comment?
Well, you know, we are constantly looking at the way that the left uses their propaganda to seem like they really do care about black lives, or they are the party for African Americans. And, you know, looking at past events and really the way that the recent events here in America have, you know, come about, you really have to question that. If you look at Baltimore, New York, and many of these cities where these protests have occurred, these are in progressive strongholds. And if this conflict is happening in these progressive strongholds, how in the world really can we talk about them being really for black people? If black lives really didn't matter, why are they seeking to divide more than they are seeking to unify? That's also a question we have to ask.
CJ, you're only 12 years old, far too young to vote still. So where did all your political activism come from?
You know, in the second grade, my teacher put on a mock election between John McCain and Barack Obama. I watched the debates, I did my due diligence, and I researched all of the candidates, and I was hooked. In this past cycle, in the 2014 cycle, I had the opportunity working with Congressman Rick Allen, Governor Nathan Deal, and Senator David Perdue here on their successful campaigns, and it really gave me a behind-the-scenes look at really how political campaigns operated. And going even further than that, in the month of November, I founded the organization Young Georgians in Government, which was an organization committed to engaging young people in the political process, but also fighting for real solutions to the issues facing young people. And that's really how I got involved. I really wanted to make a difference in our government, and I wanted to fight for real solutions to the issues facing Georgians and Americans across the country.
Well, apparently others have caught your attention. Rather, you've become somewhat of a YouTube sensation, really. How does it feel being this kind of celebrity of sorts? You
know, really, I don't look at it as being a celebrity. I look at it as having a platform to make my message heard and to fight for a better America. And that is why I make YouTube videos. I don't make them for self-fame or just for the sake of hearing my voice, but I make it to influence change in the political arena. And I hope to think that I do a pretty good job at it.
Well, I would say you are. Recently, now you said that Facebook deleted your account because of a comment you made about President Obama not loving America. Now, we checked on Facebook. According to Facebook's website, you have to be 13 years old or older to have an account. So did you set up your own account, or did you have the help from one of your parents?
I did set up my own account, and really when I look at that requirement, I would consider it complete malarkey. If you look at a consumer's report done a while ago, 7.5 million kids under the age of 13 had access to Facebook. So for 7.5 million kids to be you know, owners of their own Facebook account, and for me, my Facebook shut down after coincidentally making that video, I do believe there had to be some type of targeting involved.
All right, fair enough. Now, in the past, you've said you endorsed Senator Rand Paul for president. Do you still stand by your endorsement?
Of course, I will forever stand with Rand. Rand represents the future of this nation and the future of this party. Rand is the only candidate that actually respects the Constitution and lives by the Constitution. After 6 years of a failed president who has shown no regard for the Constitution, it is time that we put a constitutionalist in the White House. And if we want to win in 2016, if the GOP wants to win in 2016, we're going to have to interact with other audience outside of the GOP base to grow our party and to make our party stronger than ever it was before. And Rand Paul's...
We're running out of time. Unfortunately, I'm sure we'll see you run for office. That was conservative activist C.J. Pearson. Thanks so much for joining.